I'd like to tell you what tools I like to have during the winter time. The first thing is a really great car that can get me up and down the hill, because I live a mile up at least, and it's a rough road, and getting me up the hill, also good tires, that's another thing, really good tires. I wouldn't be able to make it up the hill at all if I had bald tires, and they have to be winter tires. They have to have really good tread on them, and they have to be made specifically for winter, or else I'd never get up the hill. The other thing I like to have, which is really important because I have to walk through a field to get to my house, is a sled. And the sled makes it so that I can carry groceries to my house instead of carrying bags and bags of groceries, because I'd have to make more than one trip, and that would be kind of a long haul. Sometimes I use snowshoes if the snow is really deep and I have kind of no way to get to my house, and I'm like, if you've ever gone through snow that is really deep, kind of like thigh-high deep, you know that it takes a really long time to walk through it, and it's almost impossible. And that's also why I have snow pants, so that my legs don't get cold and wet. And then I also have really good boots on top of it. So I have really good boots that I actually change probably every 2 years, because I end up wearing them out because I wear them so much. And they have to get through this climate. Oftentimes, if there's no snow, it's muddy. And if I can't drive through the field, then I have to be able to walk through it. And so that is one of the things I like to have, is a good pair of boots. The other thing that I really like to have with the boots, if I can, are my yak tracks. And yak tracks are like this cable that you put around your boot, like a galoshes kind of thing. It makes it really easy to go walk through snow and ice, kind of. Not 100% slick ice, but icy snow mix. And so what they do is help you dig into the actual icy snow mix. And they are, sometimes when you're walking through the snow, it's like walking through sand. And if you don't have a whole lot of traction, you don't feel like you're getting very far, and you have to work really hard to get through it. If you have a pair of yak tracks on, it's like a lot easier. That's the one brand I use, but there's other brands out there besides yak tracks, I'm sure. Oh, and I'm not getting paid for any of this, just in case you're wondering. I wish. The other thing that I like to have is a shovel. The shovel is important to dig myself out. I have to dig the car out sometimes. Sometimes I like to dig my steps out around my house. I use the shovel a lot in the wintertime. One of the things that I like to use on my car, on my tires, are snow cables. And the snow cables basically attach to the tires, so that if my tires were sort of not so good, or I kind of had a hard time in icier type conditions, they help you to get up the hill even better. I have them in my car, but I don't always keep them in my car. In the winter, I keep them in my car just in case I need them. But they're really hard to put on, and I try to avoid it, and I haven't used them yet this year, and it's February. It's like February 22nd or something. So if I needed them, they're still in my car. The other thing I like to have in my car is a bucket and a shovel. And I use that to put gravel in it, so that I can put that on the road so that I can get down the hill, or up the hill. And so I kind of keep a bucket of gravel in the back of my car. In my car, I also keep a blanket, just in case I got stranded somewhere and I'm stuck someplace. I always have a blanket in my car. I really also like snow pants. Snow pants aren't necessary, but I really like them. I think they're necessary because I don't have to worry about, when I'm walking through the field, for my legs to be cold at all. And so that's important. Also, a coat is important. I'm not wearing one right now. I guess it's not that cold out right now, but I'm warm. I have a really warm sweater on, so I'm fine. And I'm just doing out here right now for this video, and it's actually strangely not even cold. I don't know why. It must be above freezing. I'd like you to comment below about what kind of tools you like to have for the wintertime. There are other things that you don't have to have for the winter, but I have. And one of the things is a wood stove. and you can have other ways to heat your house, but I have a wood stove, and wood stove makes it really cozy inside and quite hot actually. Upstairs in the loft area is quite hot. And with my wood stove, because I have a wood stove, I have to use an axe. So axes are really important. So I have like 3 axes over here, and they're obviously to chop the wood, so I can get them in a size that I can fit them in my wood stove, and also cut like kindling and stuff. I think there's also a lot of things people like to have for the winter, but it's not necessarily a tool. Like if you like to cross-country ski or ski, it's fun if you have skis, obviously. And the other thing that would be nice, and I have these actually, are like snow making blocks, so you can make like little structures and stuff. I haven't done anything yet like that this winter because I feel like we haven't really gotten that much snow, and this year has been sort of weird like that. Usually we have a ton of snow, and right now we have like a foot. And I kind of wanted to make a Quincy to put on my website, make a video of, but I haven't had enough snow to make a Quincy out of, so there are really cool videos on people who make Quincy's. So you should check those out. Those are very cool. And then I have a lot of wood. That's one thing, in order to feed the stove. This is something that is on the fun side. Sledding. I have a sled, and the sled I have is really, we use it for utilitarian purposes. But if you wanted a sled, that would be fun. Yeah. And then also, and I haven't really used it this winter yet, but if I really wanted to, I could run the tub, and I could fill the tub up with hot, water, and take a bath outside in the snow, around the snow, which is really cool. And I do have a bath video that, like, how to make a do-it-yourself, like, hot tub, and that is it's a very cool thing, and it feels like heaven if you do it. It's awesome. Oh, this is important. In my car, I have a snow brush for the car to brush the car off, and an ice scraper. And an ice scraper is used when your windows get covered in ice, obviously. I broke mine the other day because the ice was so hard that I broke my ice scraper. So I've got to buy a new one now. But that's something that is a must-have if you live in this kind of climate. And it's obviously not a tiny house thing. I just saw a mosquito. I'm serious. I just saw a mosquito. There's tons of mosquitoes up here. It's absolutely insane. We're going to have a tea party up here. Probably going to have a tea party in the spring when my sister comes. My sister's coming around May, and we're probably going to have a tea party. But I kind of always wanted to have like a winter tea party. I think that would be really fun. Anyway, if you want to see a winter tea party, let me know. Thanks for watching.